First and foremost, let's thank to Allah the Almighty, Lord of this universe, the King of the King, the most powerful, the Creator and the possessor of the world and the hereafter. Secondly, don't forget to send our praise and salutation to the noble Prophet, our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has brought us from the darkness of Jahiliyah era to the brightness of Ad-Dinul Islam. Standing in front of you all, I am Nourien Agniaunnisa Earnestiya from MIPA Al-Aziziyah Putri, gonna present a brief speech under the title From Literacy to Leadership, Empowering the Next Generation. Okay friends, today I want to invite you on a journey that begins with something very simple and incredibly powerful: literacy. When we think about leadership, we often picture people in positions of power, like presidents, governors, CEOs, and people who make big decisions that affect millions. Leadership doesn't start on stage or behind desk, but leadership begins in the mind, in the heart, and in the courage to understand and communicate. And what is the foundation of that courage? Literacy. Literacy is more than the ability to read and write. It is a skill to unlock knowledge, with certainty, to find truth in a world full of noise, and to communicate ideas in ways that inspire others. A child who learns to read not just decoding letter, but they are entering a new world. They are learning to see beyond their surroundings, to imagine possibilities beyond what is familiar, and to believe that their face matters. Without literacy, education is closed down, opportunities remain out of reach, and leadership remains a distant dream. But with literacy, we give children a key that can open every door, from education to innovation, from personal growth to national progress. My friends, the 21st century is different from many eras before it. The challenges we face are more complex. The speed of change is faster than ever. The leaders of tomorrow will not simply inherit the world we live in today. They will have to rebuild it, rethink it, and reimagine it. But how can they do if they cannot separate truth from falsehood, fact from opinion, and hope from illusion? How can they do if they lack the ability to read beyond the obvious, to read beyond the ordinary, and to think beyond the traditional? This is why literacy is not only an educational goal, it's a leadership requirement. True literacy begins with understanding, and understanding begins with literacy. But we must also expand our idea of what literacy means. It is no longer only about books, pens, and classrooms. In today's world, literacy means digital literacy, the ability to navigate technology wisely and safely. Literacy means cultural literacy, the ability to respect diversity and build bridges between differences. Literacy means financial literacy, understanding resources, opportunities, and responsibilities. And literacy means critical literacy, the courage to ask why and the wisdom to see what next. Ladies and gentlemen, if we want a generation that lives with both heart and mind, then we must first nurture their literacy. We must fill their classroom not only with facts, but with equation. We must encourage them not only to memorize, but to imagine. We must give them safe spaces to practice leadership through discussion, through teamwork, and through some acts of courage that grow into great acts of service. Parents, teachers, and communities all have a role. A mother reading to her child is planting the seed of leadership. A teacher encouraging a student to debate with respect is shaping a future diplomat, entrepreneur, or reformer. A community that builds libraries, supports schools, and values education is a preparing leaders who care about justice, innovation, and humanity. Leadership without literacy is a blind power. power without understanding. Literacy without leadership is silent potential, knowledge without action. But when literacy and leadership meet, they become unstoppable. They become the force that builds nations, heals divisions, and creates hope where there was none before. My beloved friends, every great leader we admire, every reformer and every thinker once said where we are now sit. Learning, reading, asking questions, and discovering who we could become. Their journey from literacy to leadership is not magic. It was a mentorship, opportunity, hard work, and the belief that even one person can make a difference. So, let us build that path for our next generation. Let us teach them not only how to pass exam, but how to make decisions with integrity. Let us give them not only textbooks, but also voices. Let us raise not just graduates, but leaders, people who can think critically, act ethically, and inspire courage in others. My beloved audience, as I conclude my speech, let us remember that even small action can bring about great change when done sincerely and consistently. May this moment inspire us to move forward together. Thank you very much for listening. May success always be with us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let's clap our hands for the